I highly recommend that you go vote early. Because if you don't, your line may be wrapped from here to Live Oak somewhere. And nobody wants to be standing in a line. So if they put you in a line like that, you're going to give up and say, I don't want to vote. I ain't standing out here all day. You might not even have the time. You might have to go to work that day. So vote early. The first opportunity you get to go in there and cast your vote, that's what you need to do. Don't wait until the last minute, which is November 3rd. Don't wait until November 3rd. It's right around the corner. And look what's happening. Ruth Ginsburg just passed away. Before she even got cold, they were already plotting to fill the Supreme Court nominee. When Barack Obama was president, it took them, he wanted to fill a position 9 months out. And they denied his opportunity to fill that Supreme Court nominee position. That's not how America should be ran. You know, there are some things that I don't agree with, but I'm going to leave that in my crawl. When our president accused you or accuse someone of doing something, the first question I ask is, I bet that's what he's doing. Or what is he doing in that same field? So we're talking about the mail-in voting being a fraud. I mean, the United States Post Office are in order. They can do a good job with that, and that's what we're expecting them to do. Copernicus, the Copernicus Center over on Lord Street. There's a new thing out, and take out your pencil because I'm going to give you some good information. If you need Wi-Fi or internet connectivity, there's a grant that was given to Copernicus to offer free Wi-Fi from the hours of 7:30 in the morning till 4 p.m. in the afternoon. It's free. But you do have to sign up for it. You sign up at S.A. Park, P-A-R-K, A-N-D-R-E-C, which stands for San Antonio Parks and Rec. That's S-A, P-A-R-K, A-N-D-R-E-C.com. You sign up there, and then you can use Copernicus Center for free Wi-Fi, and I think that's a 3 or 4 month program. Once you register, you're good to go. You can go up there every day, and they'll feed you lunch while you're there. So that's a good thing. Again, the deadline to register to vote is approaching real soon, October 5th. So please register to vote. I'm going to talk about something now that's a little old, but I wanted to go over it with you because it's something that I think we need to never forget. In 1619, that is the talked about date where slavery began in this country. Right now, it constitutes 244 years of slavery because in 1861 to 1865, we went through the Civil War. And then in 1865, we had the Emancipation Proclamation. From 1865 to 1965, we went through what they called the Jim Crow laws. And some of us living today understand and know what those Jim Crow laws are about because we're still going through those Jim Crow laws. Some of them. It was forced racial segregation. It was poll taxes. You had to pay money to register to vote. The Supreme Court outlawed that. And then they came up with this thing called separate but equal. That was Plessy versus Ferguson. That was the court case. Now, winding this separate but equal was a paperwork shuffle. We were separate, but we were not equal. We still got the old books. We still learned the hard way, but that made us more in tune with our brain and what we had to do. That was a good move. From 1965 to present, to this present day, we went through what they call redlining. Redlining basically says that we don't want black people to live in this area. And it worked. They kept us contained in one general area. And if you moved out of that area into another area, before long, you're going to see the houses getting empty. The other people are moving out. Some reason they don't want to live in the neighborhood with us. I wouldn't mind moving to get them giving us Oklahoma. We all can move up there. Where they had the Tulsa riots on Black Wall Street, same thing happening up there. I mean, all over this country, we have to work to make sure we're okay. We have to work hard. A lot of people don't know that, the city of San Antonio offers training programs for you that may be interested in starting a business. They introduce you to all the city agencies. They give you information on how to get money through something called the LIFT Fund, the San Antonio Growth for the East Side. There are several places that'll give you money. What I would like to see our people do is start thinking about owning some of this property in San Antonio. If you already own some property, educate your children or the people who may inherit your property on how to keep it. Let them know that we need to go down and get this Lady Bird grant put into our warranty deed, because that's very, very important. I wanted to talk about that because it's something that we lose. San Antonio is a beautiful, beautiful city, and it's a beautiful place for black people to grow, to raise your children, to work. It's called Military City. I mean, there's a lot of things we can do around here. Vagrancy laws are something that they apply to us too. Now, what's a vagrancy law? It's the same thing they're doing right now. The police will pull up on you because you're walking while black. You're standing up with 2 or 3 people while black. You're driving your car while black. You're at a restaurant while black. And what they do is they question you. Why are you here? What are you doing? Is that your car? They want to know. And you can just say, I don't answer questions. But when you say that, you're subject to the next level of what they apply. I mean, the police have absolute authority in certain cases. And then they have absolute representation when they get into a situation. The city provides them with legal services at our taxpayer expense. So when we talk about civil suiting the law enforcement officer, we end up having the city paying for that officer's defense with your taxpayer money. So that kind of bothered me a lot. because I can't see having to pay for the person that violated me,
Amen.
to pay for his defense. That's something that I would like to really get changed. We're working on some stuff to start this citizen council back up. So if you're interested in doing this community citizen council, we're going to try to have it under the mayor office, so the mayor can be the overriding force. We're going to ask for subpoena power. We want to know the history of some of these officers. I mean, when they do something to black people, they put your bad information out real quick. We want to be able to know the police officers' information too. With that, I want to tell you about Casa de Smitty's is our sponsor today. And if you want to get your business, your company, your organization in as a sponsor for the War Report, please contact me at 210-872-2261, and I would love to discuss a plan with you where your name can be mentioned, just like I'm mentioning Casa de Smitty's at 1850 East Houston Street. You know, this show is about bringing you information that you don't normally get. You're not going to see it on TV. People are not going to walk up to you and tell you about it. We want to get that information to you so you can have stuff to use, and so you can go and use these resources that are available. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of being the last person to know.
Amen.
So with that, be ready for the next week's War Report. We're going to have some good guests for you and some good story matter. So thank you again, and good evening.
1480 AM San Antonio and K221GF 92.1 FM.